Your body is a living pharmacy, equipped with natural healing systems designed to repair damage, fight inflammation, and even starve cancer before it starts. The secret lies not in a pill, but in the food you eat every single day. Certain foods have the scientific power to switch on your body's built-in defenses, restore balance, and keep disease at bay. Let's uncover 6 healing foods that do exactly that. Every sip of green tea tells a story that began thousands of years ago. From the mist-covered mountains of Asia to the shelves of modern health stores, this humble leaf has transcended culture and time because it carries within it a unique gift, the ability to awaken the body's natural defenses. Beyond its delicate aroma and calming taste, green tea is a biological masterpiece, working quietly in the background to reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and even starve the roots of diseases like cancer. Science is finally catching up to what ancient traditions always knew. Green tea isn't just a drink, it's an act of healing. Inside every cup lies a collection of bioactive compounds, the most powerful of which is a molecule called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. This compound operates like a precision tool in the body, identifying and silencing the processes that feed chronic disease. One of its most remarkable effects is on angiogenesis, the growth of new blood vessels. While this process is essential for healing wounds and regenerating tissues, it can also be hijacked by harmful cells, such as cancer, to secure their own blood supply. EGCG intervenes in this system. It prevents abnormal blood vessels from sprouting and feeding these dangerous cells, effectively starving them of oxygen and nutrients. This isn't science fiction. It's the body responding to a natural compound with biological intelligence. But green tea's impact doesn't stop there. Inflammation is at the root of nearly every chronic condition, from arthritis to heart disease to dementia. The molecules that trigger this inflammation act like alarm signals, telling your immune system to attack even when there's no real threat. EGCG steps in as a molecular peacekeeper. It reduces the activity of inflammatory genes, cools down the overactive immune responses, and restores a state of calm within the body. Unlike medications that simply suppress symptoms, green tea guides the body back toward balance, a state where healing becomes natural again. The protective power of green tea extends deep into your cells. Every day, DNA is under assault from oxidation, a byproduct of metabolism, pollution, and stress. Left unchecked, oxidative damage can mutate cells and set the stage for disease. Green tea's catechins act as molecular bodyguards, neutralizing free radicals before they cause harm. They repair cell membranes, protect genetic material, and even support the mitochondria, the energy factories of our cells. By doing so, green tea slows the biological wear and tear that leads to aging and degeneration. The heart also benefits profoundly from this simple beverage. The lining of blood vessels, known as the endothelium, plays a vital role in maintaining circulation and preventing clots. When inflammation damages this lining, blood flow suffers and the risk of heart disease increases. The antioxidants in green tea strengthen endothelial cells, improve flexibility in arteries, and help regulate cholesterol. Studies show that people who drink green tea regularly tend to have healthier blood pressure, lower LDL cholesterol, and improved overall vascular function. In essence, green tea keeps your internal highways clear and resilient. Then there's the gut, the core of human health. The microbiome, a vast community of bacteria living inside you, influences everything from digestion to immunity to mood. Green tea polyphenols nourish beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium while discouraging harmful species linked to inflammation. This shift in the microbial balance not only improves digestion, but also reduces systemic inflammation throughout the body. When your gut thrives, your immune system follows suit, and green tea plays a quiet but crucial role in maintaining that harmony. The effects on metabolism are equally impressive. EGCG enhances the body's ability to burn fat and regulate blood sugar. It stimulates thermogenesis, the process by which the body converts calories into heat, while improving insulin sensitivity. These effects support weight management and help prevent metabolic diseases. In fact, combining green tea with a balanced diet amplifies the body's natural rhythm of energy use and repair, creating an internal environment where vitality replaces fatigue. Even the brain reaps the rewards. Caffeine in green tea is mild and balanced by the amino acid L-theanine, which promotes calm alertness rather than jittery stimulation. Together, they enhance focus, mental clarity, and mood stability. Over time, the antioxidants in green tea protect neurons from oxidative stress, lowering the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. In essence, Every cup becomes a shield for your mind as well as your body. The beauty of green tea lies in its simplicity. It asks for no drastic changes, no expensive supplements, no complex rituals. Just a few minutes steeped in hot water unlocks a cascade of biological benefits that ripple through every system of your body. It's a daily act of prevention. Gentle, consistent, and profound. You can drink it warm in the morning, chilled in the afternoon, or blended with lemon to boost its antioxidant absorption. Even modest amounts can make a measurable difference over time. The real lesson of green tea is that healing doesn't need to be complicated. The body already knows how to defend itself. It only needs the right signals. Every sip delivers one of those signals, a reminder to your cells that health is their natural state. In a world filled with stress, toxins, and imbalance, green tea stands as a symbol of restoration. It is nature's whisper to slow down, nourish deeply, and let your body do what it was designed to do: heal. There is something remarkable about a tomato. Simple, familiar, and found in kitchens across the world. It is far more than a salad ingredient or a base for sauce. Beneath its bright red skin lies a powerful compound that science has come to respect deeply: lycopene. This natural pigment gives tomatoes their vibrant color, but more importantly, it gives them the ability to protect, heal, and strengthen the body from within. The tomato stands as proof that food is more than sustenance. It is information, sending molecular instructions to every cell to repair, restore, and resist disease. When a tomato ripens under the sun, it gathers energy that transforms into antioxidants, molecules that defend plants from environmental stress. When we eat those same antioxidants, they continue that mission inside us. Lycopene, the key carotenoid in tomatoes, is one of the most powerful antioxidants known in nature. It neutralizes free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage DNA, trigger inflammation, and set the stage for chronic diseases, including cancer. But lycopene doesn't just protect cells, it helps the body regulate the very systems that determine health and longevity. One of its most profound effects is on angiogenesis, the process by which new blood vessels grow. In healthy conditions, angiogenesis allows wounds to heal and tissues to regenerate. But in disease, this same process can be hijacked. Cancer cells, for example, depend on abnormal blood vessel growth to feed themselves and spread. Lycopene disrupts this process, cutting off the supply lines that nourish tumors. It does so naturally, without harming normal cells or tissues. It is as if the body recognizes lycopene as a gentle ally, guiding it to restore balance rather than create chaos. Inflammation is another area where tomatoes shine. Chronic inflammation is the slow, invisible fire behind heart disease, diabetes, and many forms of cancer. It begins when the immune system overacts, mistaking normal processes for threats. Lycopene calms that overreaction. It downregulates the genes that produce inflammatory signals and supports the body's own antioxidant enzymes, creating a feedback loop of protection. People who eat tomatoes regularly often show lower markers of inflammation and oxidative stress in their blood, a reflection of the quiet healing happening within. Tomatoes also protect the cardiovascular system in multiple ways. The endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels, plays a crucial role in keeping circulation smooth and preventing clots. When this lining becomes inflamed or damaged, cholesterol begins to build up, arteries stiffen, and heart disease takes hold. Lycopene helps preserve the integrity of these blood vessels by preventing oxidative damage to lipids and lowering LDL cholesterol. Studies show that those who consume tomato-rich diets have better arterial flexibility and reduced risk of heart attacks and strokes. Interestingly, the way tomatoes are prepared influences how much lycopene the body can use. Raw tomatoes are beneficial, but when they are cooked, as in a sauce, soup, or stew, the lycopene becomes more bioavailable. Heat breaks down the tomato's cell walls, releasing lycopene and allowing it to mix with fats like olive oil. This combination dramatically enhances absorption, turning a simple meal into a therapeutic one. Traditional cuisines that pair cooked tomatoes with olive oil, such as Mediterranean diets, demonstrate this wisdom intuitively. It is no coincidence that people in those regions enjoy some of the longest lifespans and lowest rates of chronic disease in the world. Tomatoes also work in harmony with the microbiome, the community of bacteria living in your gut. The polyphenols and carotenoids in tomatoes nourish beneficial microbes, which in turn produce compounds that reduce inflammation and support immunity. This relationship creates a ripple effect. A healthier gut leads to a stronger immune system, improved metabolism, and better overall resilience. Even a simple tomato salad can initiate these microscopic changes toward balance. Beyond their physical effects, Tomatoes connect to something deeper, the idea that healing can be joyful. The aroma of a ripe tomato, the warmth of a simmering sauce, the color of a freshly picked fruit. All of these engage the senses and remind us that nourishment is a sensory and emotional experience. When you eat tomatoes grown in sunlight, you are consuming a little of that sunlight yourself. It becomes part of your blood, your cells. Science continues to explore the full potential of lycopene, discovering how it interacts with other compounds like vitamin C, beta-carotene, and potassium, all abundant in tomatoes. Together, they form a network of protection, supporting vision, skin health, and immune function. In many ways, the tomato acts as a biological multitasker. It protects the heart, shields the DNA, calms inflammation, and disarms cancer cells before they can grow. Incorporating tomatoes into your daily life is effortless yet profoundly effective. Add them to salads, soups, or stews. Blend them into sauces with olive oil, garlic, and herbs. Each serving builds another layer of defense, another step toward a healthier body. Over time, these small choices add up to something powerful, not just the absence of disease, but the presence of vitality. The story of the tomato is a reminder that true healing does not always come from something new or exotic. Sometimes it is already sitting in your kitchen, waiting to be appreciated for what it truly is, a gift from nature designed to work in harmony with your biology. Every bite of a tomato delivers a message to your body: protect, restore, and thrive. In that way, this simple fruit becomes one of the most profound forms of everyday medicine. There is something quietly powerful about a blueberry, small, modest, and unassuming, yet packed with an extraordinary ability to heal, defend, and renew the body from within. Nature seems to have concentrated its wisdom in this little fruit, coloring it deep blue with anthocyanins, pigments that are not only beautiful but biologically intelligent. When you eat blueberries, you are not simply enjoying a burst of sweetness. You are activating systems inside your body that reduce inflammation, repair cellular damage, protect your heart and brain, and even fight the early changes that can lead to cancer. The blueberry is a perfect example of how nature designed food to be medicine. Every cell in the body is constantly under attack from free radicals, unstable molecules generated by stress, pollution, poor diet, and even normal metabolism. These molecules can damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes, setting off a chain reaction that leads to aging and disease. The anthocyanins in blueberries act as molecular shields, neutralizing free radicals before they can cause harm. They also activate the body's own antioxidant defenses, boosting enzymes that patrol for oxidative damage and repair it at the source. This dual action, both protection and repair, makes blueberries one of the most potent natural anti-aging foods known. Inflammation is another silent enemy that blueberries disarm with precision. Chronic inflammation doesn't cause pain you can feel right away, but it fuels diseases such as arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Blueberries contain natural compounds that block inflammatory pathways, lowering C-reactive protein and other markers of inflammation in the blood. In doing so, they bring the immune system back into balance, allowing it to defend rather than attack. The anti-inflammatory effect is so powerful that regular blueberry consumption can reverse some of the cellular damage caused by unhealthy habits or environmental stress. One of the most profound benefits of blueberries lies in their effect on circulation and vascular health. The same anthocyanins that give the berry its color also strengthen capillaries and enhance blood flow. They help the inner lining of blood vessels, the endothelium, stay flexible and responsive, preventing stiffness that leads to high blood pressure and arterial plaque. This improved circulation ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach every organ efficiently, from the heart to the brain. Studies show that people who eat blueberries regularly have better vascular function and lower risks of heart disease. The effect is not just preventive, it is restorative, allowing damaged blood vessels to regain their natural rhythm. Blueberries also have a profound effect on the brain. The compounds they contain can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly influencing memory and cognition. They activate pathways that protect neurons from oxidative stress and stimulate the growth of new neural connections. In older adults, blueberry consumption has been shown to improve focus, coordination, and recall, a true example of food reversing the effects of aging on the mind. The reason is simple. By reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, blueberries preserve communication between neurons and enhance the brain's ability to regenerate itself. The immune system, too, benefits from the quiet strength of blueberries. Their polyphenols help regulate immune responses, supporting the body in identifying real threats while preventing overreaction. They also nourish the gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that form the foundation of immune health. Blueberry fibers and polyphenols act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial bacteria such as bifidobacterium and lactobacillus, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids that calm inflammation and strengthen the intestinal barrier. This creates a cycle of protection that starts in the gut and extends throughout the body. Blueberries are also known to have anti-cancer properties. Their bioactive compounds can influence gene expression, turning on tumor-suppressing genes while silencing those that promote abnormal cell growth. Anthocyanins have been shown to trigger apoptosis, the programmed death of damaged or precancerous cells, and to prevent angiogenesis, the formation of blood vessels that tumors need to grow. By cutting off that supply line, blueberries help starve potential threats long before they become dangerous. This gentle yet targeted action is the essence of how food-based healing works. It restores natural balance rather than forcing change. Metabolically, blueberries support a healthy balance of energy and insulin. Their natural compounds improve insulin sensitivity, helping cells absorb glucose more efficiently and stabilizing blood sugar levels. This makes them particularly valuable for people at risk of type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome. Unlike refined sweets that spike energy and crash it soon after, blueberries provide slow, steady nourishment that fuels both body and mind. What makes blueberries especially remarkable is how accessible they are. You don't need exotic supplements or complicated routines. A handful of fresh or frozen blueberries each day can begin transforming your internal chemistry within weeks. They can be added to oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or simply eaten on their own. Even in small amounts, the bioactive compounds build up in the bloodstream and tissues, sustaining a continuous wave of protection. The story of the blueberry is a reminder that healing often comes from the simplest sources. The deep blue of the berry reflects the intelligence of nature's design, color as chemistry, flavor as function, beauty as biology. When you eat blueberries, you participate in that design, giving your body the raw materials it needs to defend, regenerate, and thrive. Each berry is a small but significant act of renewal, teaching us that the path to lasting health is not found in extremes, but in consistency, in the quiet daily choices that tell your body, stay strong, stay balanced, stay alive. There is a reason turmeric has been called the golden spice of life. For centuries, it has been at the heart of healing traditions, celebrated not only for its color and flavor, but for its profound ability to calm the body's internal fires. Within turmeric lies a bioactive compound called curcumin, a molecule that modern science has identified as one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agents. Yet, on its own, curcumin faces a challenge. It is not easily absorbed by the body. That is where black pepper steps in, turning a good ingredient into a great medicine. The compound piperine in black pepper enhances curcumin absorption by as much as 2,000%, making this pairing a perfect example of how nature designed foods to work together in harmony, amplifying each other's healing potential. At its core, inflammation is the body's response to injury or infection, a defense mechanism meant to protect and repair. But when inflammation becomes chronic, it turns from friend to foe, quietly damaging tissues and fueling diseases such as arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. Curcumin works at the molecular level to interrupt this destructive process. It blocks the activity of NF-κB, a protein that acts like a master switch for inflammation, turning off genes that produce inflammatories and cytokines and enzymes. In doing so, it cools the chronic fire that so often burns beneath the surface of modern illness. This action is not about suppressing the immune system. It's about guiding it back into balance so it can function intelligently rather than destructively. Beyond reducing inflammation, curcumin protects the body from oxidative stress, the imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells, DNA, and proteins, accelerating aging and disease. Curcumin neutralizes these molecules directly while also activating the body's own antioxidant enzymes, effectively doubling its defense system. It is as though curcumin trains the body to protect itself more efficiently. Over time, this results in stronger cells, slower aging, and greater resistance to disease. The cardiovascular benefits of turmeric and black pepper are equally remarkable. Chronic inflammation damages the inner lining of blood vessels, leading to stiffness and plaque buildup. Curcumin improves endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and regulate blood flow, while reducing oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a key trigger for heart disease. It also helps prevent the formation of clots and improves circulation. When combined with black pepper, these effects are magnified, supporting overall vascular health in a natural and sustainable way. The brain, too, thrives under the influence of this golden duo. Inflammation and oxidative stress are central to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier, where it reduces amyloid plaque buildup, enhances neural repair, and stimulates the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF, a growth hormone essential for learning and memory. Regular consumption of turmeric with black pepper has been associated with sharper cognitive performance, better mood balance, and a lower risk of mental decline. It's food that literally nourishes thought. Curcumin also influences the gut, an area increasingly recognized as the foundation of all health. A healthy gut barrier prevents toxins from entering the bloodstream, while beneficial bacteria regulate immunity and metabolism. Curcumin supports this ecosystem by reducing inflammation in the intestinal wall and promoting the growth of beneficial microbes. Black pepper, meanwhile, stimulates digestive enzymes, enhancing nutrient absorption and ensuring that the body receives full benefit from food. Together, they create a gut environment that supports healing energy and resilience. One of the most exciting discoveries about turmeric with black pepper is its anti-cancer potential. Cancer thrives on inflammation and uncontrolled angiogenesis, the growth of new blood vessels that feed tumors. Curcumin interferes with both. It restricts angiogenesis, preventing cancer cells from securing a blood supply, and it triggers apoptosis, the self-destruct program that prompts damaged or dangerous cells to die naturally. These actions help starve tumors and prevent new ones from forming. Piperine from black pepper adds another layer of protection by enhancing curcumin stability and ensuring it reaches tissues where it can do the most good. Beyond the science, there is something profoundly human about turmeric and black pepper. They remind us that healing doesn't have to come from synthetic solutions. It can come from the rhythms of the kitchen. A pinch of turmeric stirred into warm milk, a spoonful added to soup, or a sprinkle over roasted vegetables can deliver these powerful compounds in a form the body understands. The combination is safe, gentle, and deeply restorative. Even the act of preparing turmeric-based foods carries meaning. The golden color symbolizes vitality and warmth, while the aroma brings a sense of comfort. It invites mindfulness, a connection to what we eat and how it supports us. In this way, turmeric with black pepper is not only physical medicine, but emotional nourishment, a reminder that true healing begins with intention and awareness. Regularly incorporating this blend into your diet is simple yet transformative. Over time, it reduces joint pain, improves digestion, sharpens the mind, and supports overall longevity. The key is consistency, small daily doses that gently nudge the body toward balance and renewal. In the end, turmeric and black pepper teach us that nature's intelligence lies not just in individual ingredients, but in their synergy. Alone, turmeric is potent, but limited. Paired with black pepper, it becomes unstoppable, a golden force of restoration that works through every system of the body. Together, they prove that real health is not about force or suppression, but about harmony. The body already knows how to heal, it simply needs the right signals. And in the warmth of this ancient spice combination, those signals come alive, whispering to your cells, calm the fire, restore balance, and begin again. When you look at a plate of broccoli, kale, or Brussels sprouts, you might see only vegetables, green, earthy, slightly bitter. But inside these humble plants lies an extraordinary power. Cruciferous vegetables are some of nature's most advanced healers, equipped with compounds that can detoxify harmful substances, repair damaged DNA, reduce inflammation, and even stop cancer cells from growing. They are not ordinary foods. They are biological tools designed by nature to support renewal and defense at the cellular level. Every bite delivers molecular messages that tell your body to protect itself, to restore balance, and to thrive. The secret of cruciferous vegetables lies in a family of compounds called glucosinolates. When you chew, chop, or cook these vegetables, the glucosinolates break down into powerful bioactive molecules like sulforaphane, indole-3 carbinol, and isothiocyanates. These natural chemicals act as signals that activate the body's internal defense systems, the very pathways that help neutralize toxins and repair damage before disease takes hold. It's as if these vegetables come equipped with their own instruction manual for healing, written directly for your cells. One of the most remarkable actions of sulforaphane The star compound in broccoli is its ability to switch on the Nrf2 pathway, the body's master regulator of antioxidant defense. This pathway activates over 200 protective genes responsible for detoxification, inflammation control, and cellular repair. By turning on Nrf2, sulforaphane transforms your body into its own detox machine, helping it clear out pollutants, carcinogens, and oxidative waste. This is not an artificial cleanse or short-term fix. It is the body reclaiming its natural rhythm of cleansing and renewal, guided by the chemistry of plants. Beyond detoxification, cruciferous vegetables are champions of cancer prevention. Cancer develops when cells escape the normal rules of growth and begin to multiply uncontrollably. Sulforaphane and its relatives interfere with this process at every level. They deactivate carcinogens before they can damage DNA, repair mutations that have already occurred, and trigger apoptosis, the programmed death of abnormal cells. Perhaps most importantly, they target cancer stem cells, the small population of cells that drive tumor growth and recurrence. This is a profound discovery because by disarming these root cells, cruciferous vegetables do not just slow cancer, they help prevent it from coming back. These vegetables also work in harmony with the body's hormone system, particularly in balancing estrogen. Compounds such as indole-3, carbinol, found in cabbage and kale, help the liver metabolize estrogen more effectively, producing safer forms of the hormone and reducing the risk of hormone-related cancers like breast and prostate cancer. This gentle modulation helps maintain equilibrium in the endocrine system without disrupting its natural functions. It is yet another way that food communicates intelligently with our biology. Inflammation, the silent driver of many chronic diseases, is also subdued by cruciferous vegetables. The same compounds that fight cancer also suppress inflammatory pathways, lowering markers like C-reactive protein in the blood. Sulforaphane blocks the activity of NF-κB, a key protein that drives inflammation at the genetic level. By quieting this pathway, the body can shift energy away from chronic defense and toward regeneration. Over time, this translates into reduced joint pain, healthier arteries, clearer skin, and improved overall vitality. The cardiovascular system benefits deeply from this process. Oxidative damage and inflammation can stiffen arteries and promote the buildup of plaque, narrowing the blood vessels and increasing the risk of heart disease. Cruciferous vegetables protect the endothelium, the thin layer of cells that lines blood vessels, keeping it flexible and responsive. They also help reduce LDL cholesterol oxidation, a critical factor in the development of atherosclerosis. Regular consumption has been linked with lower blood pressure, improved circulation, and stronger heart health, not through medication but through nourishment. Cruciferous vegetables also feed the microbiome, the community of bacteria living in the gut that plays a central role in health. The fibers and plant compounds in these vegetables act as prebiotics, supporting beneficial bacteria that, in turn, produce short-chain fatty acids to reduce inflammation and improve immunity. The gut becomes a stronger barrier against toxins and a better communicator with the immune system. This gut-brain axis explains why eating cruciferous vegetables not only benefits the body but also supports mental clarity and emotional stability. Cooking methods can influence the potency of these vegetables, but they do not destroy their healing power. Light steaming preserves sulforaphane, while raw or lightly chopped versions activate the enzyme myrosinase, which helps convert glucosinolates into their active forms. Even frozen varieties retain significant benefits. Combining them with a touch of mustard seed or daikon radish, both rich in myrosinase, can further boost their effectiveness. It's a simple example of how small choices in the kitchen can amplify the medicine in your meals. Eating these vegetables regularly is not about discipline, it's about empowerment. You can blend spinach and kale into smoothies, roast Brussels sprouts until they caramelize, toss cabbage into soups, or enjoy a crisp salad of arugula and broccoli sprouts. Each serving adds another layer of protection, another step toward long-term vitality. Over time, your cells respond. Inflammation drops, energy rises, and resilience grows. Cruciferous vegetables remind us that the most powerful medicines often come disguised as everyday foods. They are not exotic or rare, but deeply familiar, grounded in the soil and sunlight that sustain all life. Every bite tells your body to repair, renew, and defend to express its natural intelligence. The green bitterness you taste is not a flaw, it is the flavor of healing in progress. In their quiet way, these vegetables show us that health is not built by chance or genetics alone, but by the choices we make at every meal. And few choices are as powerful as adding more of these cruciferous champions to your plate. There are few foods as timeless, as celebrated, and as profoundly healing as extra virgin olive oil. It is more than a kitchen staple, it is liquid sunlight, the essence of the Mediterranean landscape transformed into nourishment. For thousands of years, it has been revered not only for its flavor, but for its ability to sustain vitality, protect the heart, and promote longevity. Modern science has now confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew: extra virgin olive oil is one of the most powerful health-promoting foods on earth, working with the body's own biology to reduce inflammation, strengthen blood vessels, protect the brain, and even help prevent cancer. At the heart of olive oil's power lies a group of natural compounds called polyphenols. These are plant-based antioxidants that give the oil its peppery taste and golden green hue. Among them, oleocanthal stands out as a molecule that mimics the anti-inflammatory effects of certain medications, but without side effects. When you take a sip of high-quality olive oil and feel a slight sting at the back of your throat, that is oleocanthal at work, gently signaling your body to calm inflammation. It suppresses the same enzymes that drive chronic inflammation and pain, cooling the silent fires that fuel arthritis, heart disease, and cancer. Olive oil also has a profound impact on the cardiovascular system. The endothelium, the delicate lining of your arteries, is essential for keeping blood flowing smoothly. When it becomes damaged by inflammation or oxidative stress, cholesterol can stick to the walls of arteries, setting the stage for plaque buildup. The antioxidants in olive oil protect this endothelial layer, improving flexibility and blood flow while reducing oxidative damage to LDL cholesterol. As a result, arteries stay clear and resilient. This is one reason populations that consume olive oil as a dietary staple have some of the lowest rates of heart disease in the world, even when their diets are rich in fats. The difference lies not in the amount of fat, but in its quality, and olive oil represents the gold standard. The brain, which is largely made up of fat, also benefits deeply from olive oil's nourishing properties. The same polyphenols that protect the heart cross the blood-brain barrier, where they guard neurons against oxidative stress and inflammation. Oleuropein, another key compound in olive oil, helps remove toxic proteins that accumulate in the brain and are linked to Alzheimer's disease. Regular consumption of extra virgin olive oil has been associated with sharper memory, better mood, and reduced cognitive decline with age. It supports the brain not only as a source of energy, but as a protective barrier against time itself. Olive oil also plays a role in balancing the immune system. Chronic inflammation can cause the immune response to become overactive, attacking the body instead of protecting it. The anti-inflammatory molecules in olive oil help regulate this balance, allowing the immune system to focus on genuine threats like infections or damaged cells. This effect extends to the gut, where olive oil supports beneficial bacteria that form the foundation of immunity. Its healthy monounsaturated fats feed the gut lining and encourage microbial diversity, reducing inflammation from the inside out. Metabolically, olive oil helps stabilize blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. When included as part of a balanced diet, it slows the absorption of glucose, preventing sharp spikes and crashes in energy. This makes it an ideal ally in preventing metabolic diseases like diabetes. The fats in olive oil also promote satiety, helping control appetite and reducing the drive for overeating. It nourishes rather than deprives, aligning perfectly with the body's natural rhythms of hunger and repair. Another remarkable feature of olive oil is its ability to aid cellular regeneration. Polyphenols activate genes involved in longevity and stress resistance, particularly those that govern mitochondrial function, the energy factories of our cells. By improving mitochondrial efficiency, olive oil enhances energy production while reducing oxidative damage. It helps cells live longer, function better, and recover faster from stress. This cellular renewal is part of why olive oil is so closely linked with graceful aging and long-term vitality. The benefits of olive oil extend even to cancer prevention. Studies have shown that the polyphenols and monounsaturated fats in olive oil inhibit the growth of cancer cells and block the formation of new blood vessels that tumors need to survive. They also promote apoptosis, the natural death of damaged or abnormal cells, preventing them from multiplying unchecked. This gentle, target effect reflects the intelligence of nature, a food that strengthens the body's healing systems while quietly disarming disease at its roots. But perhaps one of olive oil's greatest gifts is its simplicity. It requires no processing, no additives, no refinement. The best oils are made simply by pressing ripe olives, releasing their rich essence. This purity allows the nutrients to remain intact and bioactive. It's a reminder that real health doesn't depend on complexity or excess. It depends on choosing foods that are close to their natural state, foods that the body immediately recognizes as nourishment. Incorporating extra virgin olive oil into daily life is effortless and pleasurable. Drizzle it over vegetables, mix it into salads, use it to saute or even enjoy a spoonful on its own. When combined with tomatoes, leafy greens, or whole grains, olive oil enhances the absorption of fat, soluble vitamins, and amplifies the health benefits of other foods. It turns simple meals into acts of medicine. Extra virgin olive oil embodies the philosophy that health is not something you chase, it is something you cultivate. It is the quiet cornerstone of longevity, the bridge between pleasure and prevention, the daily reminder that healing can be delicious. With every drop, you are feeding your body's intelligence, strengthening your heart, protecting your brain, calming inflammation, and lighting the path toward a longer, more vibrant life.